Hi everybody, how are you? It's Jay Victoria, the Energy Queen, and this is the energy update for August the 10th. So I was thinking about what to say on this video and what could apply to us collectively, because I know we're all going through different things right now. What I want to say collectively is that I've been seeing this for a few years actually, that we were going to come into a time where it's like the light being directed us by God is really causing everything to get purged. And it was like, I've actually been singing this song tonight a bunch. I really love this song. It goes, I have to look up who it's by. I'm gonna link it, okay, in the description so you can listen to it. It goes like, no hiding place down here. No, there's no hiding place down here. Oh, I went to the rock to hide my face, but the rock cried out, oh, Lord, no hiding place down here. And I just realized right now why I'm singing this song constantly, because that's what's happening right now. There's no hiding place for us from God. And this means that when we pray for a better life, when you pray for a better life, God can give you things, but what I'm finding is happening so powerfully right now, I almost can't get the words out, is that we are getting purged. And we're getting purged of all the shit and the past life shit and the stuff your soul has been carrying. And I've been seeing lately and feeling this immense, incredible newness that's right in front of us right now. And it's like, imagine being able to truly take a step further that your soul has never taken, toward healing, toward your dreams, toward heaven on earth, toward, being in your power, toward living as the soul, the powerful soul you are here on earth and doing what you're here to do. There are a lot of lives we've lived where we've been learning, and we've been taking in information about masculine and feminine energy and our relationship to God while we're on earth. And money is a really big thing, and that's a really big trigger that I am teaching about and talking a lot about lately, because I think that that's a huge vehicle for us to heal. I think that it really brings out a lot of our issues, that one issue. And so I'm really passionate, and now to the end of the year I'm going to be talking about that a lot more, because I know that I just got to a point where I was like, I'm tired of this block. I don't want to deal with this. And I know it's solvable. And I know that I see it in other people too. I don't like that other people struggle with this and don't realize that there is an answer eventually. And it's not just always going to be that way. And like the way the world tells us to just work harder and get a job, like it doesn't necessarily work, especially for women. So I have a free masterclass that, I'm putting together right now called Next Level Your Wealth. And I'm going to let you guys know how you can sign up for that. I have a cutie hiding behind here. If you saw that move, it wasn't like an optical illusion. So, so the stuff that, like what I'm saying is like, there's this immense clean slate feeling right now of like, there's just newness right in front of us. And it's been hard, to be honest, to be prepared to step into this moment of being able to, and what I mean when I say you're taking steps beyond what your soul already has, what I'm saying is like a lot of our lives, and if this wasn't happening right now on the planet, we would be living the way like our parents lived and our grandparents lived, which is like, you're born and you're born with past life programming, and you're born with like your childhood programming, and that's pretty much what you're dealing with your whole life. And you learn lessons and you grow, but like the amount of growth that our souls are doing, it's almost as if we are awakening the way that we awaken when we die and go to heaven, but we're still on earth. That's the level of immense awakening that we're going through. It's like literally stepping into paradise on earth. And I this isn't something I'm just making up and like saying these words to you. I've been talking about this for years, and this thing that we've been pushing toward. And I actually just, oh, this is crazy. I just had a deja vu moment right now with, oh my God, this is crazy. I saw, what I'm looking at right now, I have a ring light in front of me. I saw this before I even moved to New York. And I knew it was going to be really hard, but I knew that there was going to be, it was going to work. And anyway, what I'm looking at is exactly what I saw years ago. So that's how organized everything is. You know, that's how much, I know I've been saying in these energy updates a lot that like it's already done. It's just playing out now. And I really want to reiterate that like for you to move into the life that you're supposed to live, the up level, the heaven on earth, whatever you want to call it, the awakening of your spirit fully or as fully as possible while you're still in a human body, like it involves like, and that song is perfect. There's no hiding place. You can't hide anything, and it's all going to get purged, and it's potentially going to be really uncomfortable, and you're not going to like it, and it'll push you. And I want you to remember this. It pushes you so hard sometimes that it's beyond what you can handle as a human. And that's when you go to God, because God can handle it. It's a genius design on his part to give us things that sometimes really are too hard for us, so that we have to develop faith. And the faith that you develop in the seasons of challenge is the faith that you keep with you in all the other seasons. And I know that, you know, that's really true. I was at Mass tonight because I felt pushed beyond my limit. So I'm right with you if you're having moments of feeling you're going to have a breakdown, or like you're like, you know, for me it's like past life stuff just coming at me so hard, and me feeling like how much is in there, you know, that needs to clear. And I'll clear it. I'll face it. God, I'll keep praying. I'm going to keep my faith, you know, even in this moment. It's hard, but I'm going to do it. He's really strengthening us, you know, but I prayed to him and I asked for his advice, and I advise you to do that too. I asked him, what do you want me to do? Like literally, I need you to tell me what you want me to do. And so if you're in those moments, that's okay. And it's not gonna hurt you ultimately, even if it feels like it does, and even if it's really uncomfortable and scary. I want you to, while you're in those times, really look at the stuff inside of you that's getting triggered, and the stuff inside of you that can't go with you into paradise on earth, can't go with you. I'm sorry, you can't take your blocks, you can't take your fears, you can't take bad relationships, you can't take abuse, you can't take trauma, you can't take low self-esteem, you can't, like, it's all getting purged, and it's good for you. It's kind of like a spiritual vitamin. It's good for you, or spiritual medicine, and it might not taste good and it might not be pleasant, but it will be worth it. Spiritual detox is another good word. And so, yeah, even for me, I had to go to Mass tonight. I already went to church this week, but I was like, I'm going again, because they had confession, and I was like, I need whatever they got. You know, I'm going to do the whole thing. Give me that. Yep. Give me the Eucharist. Yep. I met some really lovely people in the community. They even had a wine social after. I was like, thanks God for a drink. I needed that. You know, so it's like whatever your personal thing is, and we all have different versions of, you know, the way whether it's past life trauma or this life trauma, whatever that thing that's getting purged from you is, it's going to look different for you. It's going to be emotional for you. It's going to be personal to you. It's going to feel like you're the only one who's dealing with this. But the truth is that it's just negative energy that's coming out, and it's got to come out somehow. And so you might be like, okay, how do I get it out? Well, we need guidance. We need God for one. I know that he's the ultimate healer. He taught me to do what I do. And what I recommend is don't sit in fear. I mean, there are a lot of ways to deal with negative energy. I talk about them here on the channel. But one thing I really recommend is to not let the fear be general. Because when fear is general, that's how it gets you. You know? Because the closer you look at fear, the more you see that it's bullshit. So the more general, the more it's going to mess you up. Sit with whatever you're going through, and instead of letting it be general, I want you to think about what am I actually afraid of? Because negative energy is fear. So you can find, like, well, what is the fear? Then you write down the fear and you look at it. And then you're already starting to take it out of your energy, because by writing it down and calling it fear, you're taking it out of the category of truth. And you believe it less if you put it in the category of fear, because you're like, well, that's just a fear. So if you write down the fear that it's, you know, the specific words, the specific fears, you write that down and you look at it, you're going to see the exact fears that are the energy that are in you. And negative energy, another word for it is fear, but another word for that is a negative belief. If you look at fear, it's negative belief. So you can see the specific negative beliefs that are the energies in you that are causing all this problem, or the problems, and you can see what they are. And then what I recommend is you can test them out against logic. You can test them out against, I call it like becoming a lawyer almost for positivity, and being like, let me actually come up with 10 reasons why this fear is not actually the truth. And if you do that on each of them, you're going to start to believe it less. And the secret to energy, this is what I teach in my program, Energy School, is that negative energy can only be inside of you while you are currently believing it. And so the more you get yourself to not believe it, the more it actually comes out of you. So that's one way that negative energy can start coming out of you. Another way that I really have enjoyed lately, and I wanted to recommend, is that you start combating negativity with positivity. Because here's the thing about energy, I know this from watching it visually, is that positive and negative energy cannot be in the same space physically at the same time. And if you have negative energy, a lot of negative beliefs or fear, one thing that can kind of do a really cool, you know, shift in your energy in a positive way is to write down 50 things that you're grateful for. Because what that does in your energy is it combats a lot of general fears like, I'm not safe, I don't have enough, God doesn't love me. If you literally write down everything, like 50 things that you're grateful for, you will not only feel different, you'll be combating negative energy. So the more you believe in positivity, that can actually drive out negative energy too from you. That can help, because you can't believe the positive and negative at the same time. And I also find it helps you to get on a different level where you're actually receiving more. And it's really good for being able to receive, even if it's ideas. Or when I was working as a server, and the restaurant wasn't busy, everybody would be complaining, and I actually would sit down and I would write 50 things I was grateful for, and people would start coming in. Because it's like it changes your vibration, and your vibration or your energy creates what's in the world around you. And so the more you're in a positive state, the more positive things or things that feel positive with you start happening. So in terms of purging, like, this can help actually extract negative energy. And also putting affirmations on the walls around you. Write them down, put them on your walls, put them on Post-it notes. I want you to be practicing them, because again, and these are things that you want to believe. The moment you actually believe a positive belief, that light comes into you. And if you have the light version of that belief, like I am safe or I matter, you can't have I'm not safe and I don't matter in there at the same time. It's you know what I mean? It's like you pick one side of that coin to believe. So that's why you can actually drive out negative energy by choosing positive beliefs. So the way you get the positive belief in to do that is you have to authentically believe it. You can't trick the energy world, but you can practice them. And that's why affirmations work, is when you practice them to the point that you believe them. And that's why affirmations don't work sometimes, because just because you say them doesn't mean you actually believe. The energy world is a place of spiritual technology. So it's mechanisms, that are like pushing a button. And the button that you need to press, or the mechanism you need to activate for this to happen, is that you authentically believe. And so when you repeat something enough times, you will start to believe it, even a little bit. And that's why having those positive versions of beliefs around you helps to work on that for you. Another thing I do is I listen to affirmations while I sleep. And there's so many good ones on YouTube. I'll link one of my favorite ones in the description as well, because that's another time where you can just literally have positive beliefs like cycling and cycling and cycling and being spoken to you in that state. And over time, like, that can also make you actually start to believe them. And again, that's when you actually start to believe them, that mechanism happens in the spiritual world, the energy world, which can clear your energy. Okay, so there are some tips. And also, this is why God taught me to do what I do with EQA, which is my energy clearing method. It literally is a dissolver of the negative energy instantly. And yes, there can be a lot of layers, especially with the, like the most, like I was talking about, the things that might be the hardest for you right now, and might be the hardest from your past life, and might really be like causing havoc in your physical body and your mind, and like that thing that you don't want to look at, the thing that you've been dealing with for so long, the thing that you're like, are we still doing this? Those things can have a lot of like layers energetically, and so it's like an onion. You peel off one and there's another layer, but it's not indefinite. And I found my work for me is crucial, and I know that's why God taught it to me. And to be able to go in and give people like a facial, like an inner makeover, like literally dissolve out these energies, and I see them and I dissolve them instantly, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like, and there can be a lot of layers, because our energetic bodies are not like physical bodies. They have layers that are gigantic, beyond what the physical form looks like. So it can make a big difference to have negative energy just literally taken out of you and purged. And I know that I was taught this during this time so that I could assist people, because it is like I said, no hiding place. Like, we're all going to have this light and love of God just keep shining on us. And the more it shines, we are going to start to feel that I cannot hide from him. And what scares us, I want to tell you, if you start to feel crazy, because I had flashes of this years ago that this would happen. And I think it's like gently and lovingly even happening, but it's happening. It's like this feeling of being so, it almost scared me when it happened years ago. It freaked me out actually so much. It was this feeling of, like, imagine being in front of your creator, and you have free will, and so you've accumulated all of this shit basically in your energy of sadness and fear and sin, or what the church calls sin, but it's negative energy. It's sadness, it's negative beliefs, it's stuff that you're holding on to, it's victimhood, it's I'm not good enough, it's all the negative stuff. And it just felt like this terror to be in front of God with those things in you. It's like embarrassing to be honest. And his light is so pure and so purifying, and there's just no way that you can't see that or feel that, and everything is exposed to him. And there was this intense feeling in me when I felt that, to want to hide, to want to hide, even though I know how to clear energy, and he taught me, and whatever, like, as souls, like, it's a very intense experience for us to have God show up. And I feel like it's like he's coming closer, you know? So more and more we're starting to feel this urge to purge. We're starting to feel this urge to level up. We're starting to feel this urge to, you know, be better, to be more truthful, to, you know, live our purpose, to be more fearless, to have more faith. It's all good, but it's like, I want you to know that's what's happening. It's like this coming closer of God to you, your creator, looking at you, and you're like, yeah, it's really intense. But the good thing about this is that, yes, it's purging you, and that God is love. And even if we feel ashamed or we feel scared during those times, and I actually saw kind of images of people like kind of losing their minds a little bit. It's so intense, you know, his light just reveals everything. But God is love, you know, he is love, and there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a really intense feeling, you know, and it really is calling everything negative out of you. It's intense. It's really intense. And yet it's your dreams coming true. It's you coming into paradise on earth. It's you healing. It's you being supported. It's you being loved. It's good. I think this is the best thing that could happen. I don't know why it's happening, but I just know it's been happening in progress for years now, but it's amping up. And we're all going to be better for it. So if you need a session, if you're feeling this and you're like, I do need to get some stuff cleared so I feel more comfortable, I feel more level-headed, I feel like I can move forward, that's what my sessions are for. And you can click the link in the description. That'll be there if you want to talk to me about what you're going through. I can guide you on how I can help. And I would be very happy to do that. And I hope that this reaches the right, I hope that, you know, you came across this for a reason and you feel that. And I'm really grateful that you're here. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'm sending you so much love. And remember, this is all about love, and it's all about paradise coming back, baby. That's what the New World vibe is like. So thanks for watching. Let's live. Bye.